Hello friends, hello world, I'm Elizabeth, and you've reached my channel, The Reading Reseller. It has been a couple of minutes since my last video, almost 3 weeks to be exact. And I started this channel just a little over a month ago saying I was going to do a video every day for the rest of the year, and I didn't even last a month. But I'm happy to tell you that I have still been maintaining my challenge of listing. I haven't done as much decluttering as I would like to, and I may restructure that so that I have some specific goals and plans each day rather than just floundering around, just waking up and saying, okay, I'm going to do something, which, something is better than nothing, but I feel like I need to make a more definite plan in order to accomplish any kind of decluttering goals. But I mainly wanted to link up decluttering with reselling because I didn't want to just get rid of it quickly. I wanted to declutter by reselling, and that's what I'm doing. So, long story short, why is it taking me so long to get another video done when my last one was almost 3 weeks ago? So I said in one of my last couple of videos that doing a video every day was too labor intensive, and I could be using that time to get my work done. And that's extremely true. But I still thought I would do, one video every couple of days, or maybe at least 3 a week. And I did that for a couple of times, and then I missed one. And then I thought, okay, well, I'll do one, next time. And then, every day that would pass, it was just that much harder to do a video because I thought, well, now it needs to be bigger and better than ever before. I need to, go ahead and give you some numbers and some stats and all that stuff. That's not going to happen because that's still too labor intensive to take time to do that when I need to be getting work done. I have also increased my work hours at least for about a month. The company that I work for, the owners of the bookstore where I work, are opening a second bookstore. And so it's a little farther from me, but I wanted to volunteer to help since most of the people who work at the store are already full-time. And I said, well, I could work a couple more days if you need some help. What I originally volunteered for was to help scan in the books, because now we're getting all of our books on online catalog, or at least in a system, so that we can just type it in and boom, we know if we have it. But they actually hired somebody to do that. And so she said, well, really what we could use you for is to shelve books at the new store, because books, so you can sort, and you can that's kind of that's a skill level that you have. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm happy to do that. So I've been working 2 days a week at the other store, and then 2 days a week at the current bookstore. So that's 4 days a week. I haven't worked regularly 4 days a week in a long time. Even when I was working at Disney, I was just doing 1 to 2 days a week, ever since I've had kids. So that is a challenge in and of itself. Plus, it's tax time. My husband is really pressuring me to get my part of the taxes done. He's got, he does the majority of our household taxes. But if I am, any years that I am doing my own small business, I was a scrapbook consultant for a long time, and now I'm doing eBay. That falls to me. That's my job to get that portion of the taxes done. So there's that to do. Plus, I'm going to be traveling at the end of the month, so I need to get it done before then. And of course, in the middle of all this, I really want to get my eBay store, pumped up. I want to grow it. And it's just a lot that I've put on myself. But things are going great. I have maintained, for the most part, the listing goals that I have had. I have been, all through the month of January, I listed one item, and for several days in January, I created 2 listings a day and scheduled one ahead. Then for the month of February, I have launched 2 listings every day. And for a good portion of February, I created 1 extra listing then to go ahead and move ahead, a little farther ahead. my goal then for March is to launch 3 listings, but to create 4 listings every day and launch 3. I've missed a couple of days. I actually did count yesterday to see how far away I was from my actual goal. And I counted that by yesterday, I needed to have 40 listings created for March. Of course, some of them have already launched, but I counted up what's launched. I've already sold a few, and then what I have scheduled, for the next several days. And I had 32 or 33, maybe 33. And my goal, had I stayed on track every single day, I would have had 40 done. So that's not too bad. I'm just behind 7. So I can probably even still make that up by, throwing in a couple of extras here and there. But if I don't, it's still fine. I'm still ahead. My main goal, though, is to be at least 2.5 to 3 weeks ahead by the time I leave on April 1st, because I'm going to be gone about 2.5 weeks, and I don't want any day to go without something being listed. Even if it means I do fewer listings a day, as long as something is being listed every day, then that's good. The other good thing is I showed you last video all the car manuals, or car repair manuals that I had purchased very cheaply at from our friends at the library. And right after I did that video, I said to my husband, hey, would you help me with this? Would you maybe sort these out and figure out what's sellable, and if we can lot any of them up or whatever? So he got busy like the next day. He had them all sorted, boxed up, and he's been photographing them and creating the listings. So now what I have had to do then is very easy. When he gets a box done, I take that box, and he has already created the listings with the photos in, and a lot of the item specifics are already in. All I have to do is research how much they're going for and plug in the price and type in the condition. And that takes 5 minutes. And so for some people, I know it would be probably less than a minute, but for me, it still takes 5 minutes. But that's okay. So now at this point, we have already listed 3 banker boxes full of car repair manuals, and there's one more box that he has already photographed and drafted that are just waiting for me to finish listing. So I am really, really excited about that. Now, in that same video, I mentioned that I had also picked up a bunch of Phyllis Whitney books. There are 30 of them, to be exact. So I'm going to go now to just show you those, because a few people commented to that video about the Phyllis Whitney books. So I want to just do a visual of the books that I got. I'm not going to show you each one individually, but for those of you who are interested, I'm going to show you those, and I probably will just end up listing those all in one lot. However, Donna, if you are watching this, if you see any that you want, let me know, and I will send them to you. So let's go down to that, and then I will give you my book recommendation for today. But before I do that, let me just say, I don't know going forward how often I'm going to do a video on this channel. I have to say that doing a video every day, I felt like I was, well, when I stopped doing a video every day, I felt like I got my life back. So there's no way I want to go back to that. It would be nice in theory to do one every 3 days, but I don't even think that's necessary. Even if I just do it once a month, kind of a wrap up, kind of like I do on my BookTube channel, how much I got done and did I meet my goals at the end of each month. I might just do something like that. And if I want to change my goals, then it'll be like an equivalent of my TBR, 2BG, my 2B goals for the next month. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. But thank you for sticking with me. I have I have 100 subscribers now, a little over that, and I appreciate you so much. If you have any ideas for what you would like to see on this channel, or any suggestions or advice for meeting my goals, and what would be a good way, what would be an interesting way to share those with you, and what would help challenge you to work alongside me, and let's meet our goals together, then let me know if you have any ideas or suggestions. So Before I sign off for the video, I'm going to go to the Phyllis Whitney books and then to my book recommendation for the day. Actually, before I go out to the garage to show you the Phyllis Whitney books, I should also let you know that I have done a couple more segments of the romance books that were in my living room. This is not even close to all of the special edition books that I had, but I have finished listing and I have already put away most of them. Here is just a couple of smaller lots and even a handful that I'm not going to list, that I'm going to probably put in a little free library. But anyway, I got that whole amount done. There was maybe 7 or 8 lots altogether. And then just last night, I pulled out these Desire line. Most of them have like a, what do you call this, kind of an orangey spine. I pull all of them out and I have these sorted into 4 lots. So these are not photographed yet. My goal is to get these photographed today and to list these over the next couple of days. Okay, here are the Phyllis Whitney paperback books that I got on the same day that I got all the car repair manuals. There are 30, and I'll just try to show you some of the titles. And you can tell me if I have any treasures here, or some of you may think that they're all treasures. She was apparently a prolific author and has a huge fan base. While I have never read anything by her, I know that I've heard several people on BookTube talking about Phyllis Whitney. So anyway, that is what I got. And like I said, unless somebody out there is like, oh my goodness, I've been looking for that, I'm probably just going to lot these all up into one lot and put them in my eBay store. Let me know what you think they're worth. I have not looked to see really, well, actually, I think I have, but I haven't really decided what the value is of these and what I will list them for. But throw out your suggestions there and let me know. All right, so now let me show you the book I want to recommend to you today. All right, the book I want to recommend today is actually a new book. I just recently listened to this on audio for an upcoming book club meeting, and I listened to this on Libby. This is Lady Tan's Circle of Women by Lisa C. I've never read anything before by Lisa C., and I would definitely read more by her. This was so compelling and so fantastic. Oh my goodness, it was heartbreaking and it was just so well written, and I really, really enjoyed reading it. Now, I didn't enjoy everything I was reading about, but it was such a great book. So it starts out, it's basically the life of a woman, starting with her childhood, and I believe the year was 1469. Yeah, it starts with her childhood in the year 1469, and it goes all through her life. It talks about the foot binding and the death of her mother, and then her own marriage and children, and her mother-in-law, and all the things that had to do with the life of a Chinese woman in that time period. And it's so fascinating. So if that sounds interesting to you, then you might want to pick it up. I would highly recommend it. So that's all now for this video. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. And I hope to see you in the near future, but I don't know when. I may not be able to do regular videos again on this channel until after my trip to West Texas and Ohio, which will be the first half of April. And then after that, I'll be back. Maybe before then, I'll let you know how I did in March. But if not, just know that I am still working. I'm still working on my challenges, and I hope you are too. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you.